Yellow, Keefus here. Um, I was doing some Let's Plays for multiplayer for Transformers War for Cybertron, but I had a really good session, and unfortunately the audio, because of my horrendous microphone and its settings, it was just unwatchable. All you would hear would be explosions. So I fixed that now, I think, to the point where if the stuff is starting to work, I am going to go and get myself a decent mic at some point. But I thought tonight, as a bit of a difference, I would do not so much a let's play, but a kind of let's review or let's show. Now, for you, most of you will be looking at the screen and going, "Ha, this is Star Trek Online." It is Star Trek Online, and you'll be seeing that I have a character there that's Rear Admiral Lower Half, which is like the second highest character you can get. It's level 50 plus, or level 40 plus. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to show you a little bit about the game, mainly about the ship combat, because I'm not a big in this game. I'm going to go out and put it out there now. I'm a Trekkie. I absolutely love Star Trek. I love anything in space, anything spacey. So for stuff like Stargate, Star Wars, not so much Star Wars now. Used to be a big fan, not so much now. Star Trek, anything like that involving spaceships, I'm there. One of the Let's Plays that will be coming up soon, I'm going to be installing that all tonight and getting it all set up, is Free Space 2, which is my all-time favourite, and I can imagine, I can't think of anybody who wouldn't think this is their all-time favourite game. Free Space 2, Conflict Free Space 2. I wanted to do Conflict Free Space 1 first, but I cannot find a copy of it. I'm going to see if my best mate Sean has got a copy of it still, and see if I can get a copy of his Star Trek Fleet Command and Armadas 1 and 2 for shits and giggles. But it's all in the stead. Obviously I'm doing Quake 2 at the moment, and the occasional multiplayer when it comes to Team Fortress and War for Cybertron. I really want to do Battlefield 3 multiplayer Let's Play, but I can't, simply because after 5 minutes, and it is 5 or 10 minutes, guaranteed, it drops out. The game just kicks me out, and there's all kinds of things all over the forum about this problem that everybody's having. There's absolutely simply nothing that EA will do about it, because Battlefield 4 is coming out. They don't care about the PC market, really. They just care about console players at the moment. And I'm sorry, EA, if you pick up on this and you see it and you want to have a go at me for it, perfectly fine. But in respects that people have been asking you for a patch to fix that dropout, you haven't come through and done it. So many people, and I don't get me wrong, EA, you produce the Battlefield series. You produce this fantastic. DICE included in that fantastic series. Battlefield 3, an amazing game, worst multiplayer ever. Absolutely disappointed, simply for the fact that the multiplayer is so good that I can only play it for 5, maximum 10 minutes at a time before getting kicked out. I wanted my FMP 90. I am not doing 30 minutes, you have to get to level 40 in that to get my FMP 90. I am not sitting through that, I'm sorry. I might play it on and off a little bit, but I would have been willing to sit through that just to get the FMP 90. Not this time though, sorry EA, I put in there. Anyway, back to the game at hand. This is Star Trek Online. As you may or may not know, I'm a bit of an MMO fan. I used to play Dark Ages of Camelot, EVE Online, I've played WoW, I've played all those kind of little games. I've flirted with quite a lot. I've never really been a happy person since Camelot really fell over. It went on for so long, and the community was so good. But eventually, everybody moves on to WoW and on to new games. So this is, I've flirted with different free MMOs. This is one of them. One that I was quite happy with, because I was playing it for ages. And obviously, I have 2 characters. This is my tactical character. I won't go into too much detail, but basically, tactical characters get all the escort classes and literally just DPS the crap out of everything. It's quite entertaining. I'm not sure Vulcan's Fury. All my ships are based on Nocturne Legends, which are they are, all the ship names are basically salamanders. So if you play Warhammer, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, Warhammer 40k, go look it up. There's a Space Marine chapter called the Salamanders, and they just tend to burn everything. So my ships are set up in a similar way, so they burn everything. But anyway, yeah, I'm not quite sure what ship I'm in. This is Dominic. This is my tactical Rear Admiral, and we're going to do basically. I'm going to show you a quick overview of flying around in the ships. Probably try and do a couple of the fleet, not the fleet battles, but like the instant fleet actions. There's a lot more to this game. I'm only going to briefly go over it because I haven't played everything either. There will be some new stuff in here I've never done, but I'm just doing what I like about the game. And to be honest, it's not it's not a bad game. It's as far as it goes. Obviously, you buy your stuff with real money rather than buying, or you can buy. I think you can get a subscription. But I've chosen neither option because I'm happy. I achieved everything in this game that I wanted to achieve. I got myself a Defiant class starship, and then went the next one up and got myself the Prometheus class, which looks mint. But the point is, I achieved everything I wanted to achieve in the game. In retrospect, I then went on and created a second character who is now Rear Admiral, lower half, and she has a Sovereign, which was what I set out my goal for. I will do a little bit of a review with her as well. I'll show you both characters quickly with their respective ships. But that was my goal, was to get the iconic ships that I like, which were the Defiant, the Galaxy, the Akira, the Sovereign, and the Prometheus, and I've got those. So, like I say, you'll see that in a second. Now I'm going to log in. So basically, good game. If you like an MMO and you just like something that's senseless, you can just waste a bit of time on. This game requires no time. It's not like Eve where you have to micromanage all your skills and everything, go in and log in all the time. It's not like WoW where you have to farm gold all the time. You can go in, you can just play it. And just play it, and that's it. It's fun. You can quest, you can do whatever the hell you want. So here we go. I mean, Cryptic. I think for the game that they've produced, they've done a real good job. I do know they do a couple of other games, but I can't remember for the life of me what they've done. But this is, for me, one of the more enjoyable ones. And it's being a Star Trek fan. I mean, I tried to play the new Star Wars game, and I wasn't excited. I've got a Jedi Sentinel up to level 10. I have friends play it, and they were playing it and quite happy to play on. But I haven't found an MMO that has engrossed me as much as Eve or Dark Ages Camelot in ages. They're really lacking. So anyway, we're on the main space dock on Earth, probably on one of the servers here. I've got some skills. I'm not going to dick around with the skills. Skill systeming in here, very simple. I'll quickly overview it. You get all these different types. Yeah, we'll get some skill up in there. Like tactical skills for ships, so all the systems and everything. Obviously you can see, I'm not going to go into many details, but general gist of it is I've gone right down the tactical tree to get as much damage out of my ship as possible. Then you have ground-based skills. Then you've got the ship. So my Vulcan is, the Vulcan's, it's my Prometheus class. So that's the, I mean, I'm going to go quickly up to the shipyards and show you all the ships I've got so far. And then each of these are my crew. So just briefly going through, lots of different crew. Purple, obviously, if you've done MMOs and things, you'll know they're rare or special. Blue, again, rare. Some white ones, because I've basically never changed my crew. I grew attached to the poor buggers, so they'll never get rid of me. And then you've set it up. You can set up where you want your tactical officers and things, and then they all have different skills, but I'll go into that once we do a bit of combat. So full beam, overload, rapid fire, right, brilliant. So I've got my correct setup for flying the Prometheus. Right, so I'm going to run like a bitch, and you'll see a little bit sort of flash up. It'll say talk to this person, talk to that person. We're not going to talk to anybody apart from like the odd person, just to gain access to certain things. Most of the stuff I'm going to be doing, like I say, will be space. If we get time, I will do something with the with the ground stuff as well quickly. So this is the shipyard. This is where I'm going to stop the video because the next thing you'll see is me in the shipyard. So bear with me a second and we'll be back.